Hey, Twitch here from the Supers X Heroes books. I thought I'd read you a bonus short that you might have found in the box set. If this is your first time, great. It'll be broken into 2 to 3 parts, so hang tight. Part 1 begins, now. Ranger wasn't his name, yet. Not in those days when he was a simple miner on the planet Thermuse. He had a simple rule in life: keep his head down, do the job, and try his best to avoid conflict. Back then he was still known as Rickon. His hair hadn't turned gold yet. He had no powers, unless you considered his dashing smile a power. He didn't, aside from when it worked its magic at the local bar. Between the missions to gather the rare metal Orion Corporation had termed Nguvu, he lived on the Ruboid outpost, in the subdistrict of the warlord known as Volan. A nasty son of a gun who was rumored to have ties to both the Citadel and shadier supers who were very much not with the Citadel. A man who walked the thin line, playing each side when it suited him. Not the type anyone on Thermuse would rat out, though, because of what had happened to the few who had been rumored to be considering it. Tefla, with her skin peeled back, her eyes gauged out, and the man hadn't lifted a muscle. Simply pointed, or so the story went. And then there was Morning Bright, a super who had moved in, trying to take over as the local warlord on the promise of better standards of living. When he had marched right up to Ruboid and told the man to turn himself in, Gorshid had waited until the guy used his power. Bright light flashing out, only to stop a foot away from Gorshid and double back on its user to consume him. All that was left of Morning Bright was sparkling dust that blew away in the breeze. The miners and other locals under the warlord knew their place, kept to their work, and did their best to simply get paid, get laid, and hope that one day they would earn their spot among those who were made. The select few who would rise out of the ranks, having earned their share and been given a seat in society with the supers. Rickon was on his way home from the mining ship Outer Range, looking forward to a quick stop at Lulu's Petals, a bar known for their hard liquor and beautiful dancers. He had gotten to know many of the dancers by name over the years, though more were arrived as the mining jobs grew. That night, he had heard rumors of a new girl, one they called Gagoda, because, apparently, she wasn't only a dancer, but had a superpower that allowed her dances to take to the sky. Me had to do with some ancient, mythological wind spirit. What's the word, Rickon? Jorgen the bouncer asked. Fucking big dude with biceps the size of Rickon's head, but a baby face that could almost convince you he wasn't dangerous. A man didn't work a place like this though without having cracked some skulls. Dagoda on tonight? The large guy chuckled, giving him a nod. You better have brought your disc, my man. Everyone wants a dance. Payday. Rickon gave him a nod, touched forearms in respect, and entered.